with me to the end.
Even now, you would deny the inevitable.
As we always have. And always will.
Okay, here we go.
On this, my sword I swear, to shield the Firebird's flame forevermore.
Let's go.
The main blades!
Whoa, be careful. Okay, so he thinks he's the Dragoon, does he? Holy hell, what the hell was that? Oh, totally whipped that.
This is the work of mind.
Oh, jeez.
That's better.
God damn it. Totally whipped that.
Countless centuries have I waited for this moment. This moment in which I might revel in my creation. Only to find it profaned and so it must be cleansed.
Oh, hell no.
Unexpected. How is it that your will yet endures?
Because it's not so easily broken.
But it can be broken. And I shall see it so. For such is my will.
Try it.
Holy moly, get out. Come on, give me one decent stagger. Here we go. You know what time it is. Stagger time. Okay, decent amount of damage, well done.
Learn your place.
Okay, good stuff.
Why? What latent force feeds these flames?
The power of friendship and hope and...
More here than mere will. Is this Logos? Have you truly become... free? No, I forbid it. You are not a god. You are but flesh and bone. You are not one of us. I created you, all of you. And what is mine is mine to destroy.
Oh, so he's one of his, one of these, likes to break his toys kind of person, is he?
We are no longer yours. Our flames are our own, and they burn as one!
Let's go. Let's go, Clive, let's go.
Have you learned nothing? Damned is the slave who would turn the scourge upon his master!
I need to do some serious damage to this guy. There you go. Keep going. You're doing well, I think. Come on. There we go. Okay, let's go. Let's lay into him. Everything we got. Let's go. Good stuff. Oh, nice. What is this rapture thing he's hitting us with?
Enough! With fire shall fire be repaid.
Press the attack. Let's go. Oh my, what is that, a countdown? See if we can hit him with some big stuff. Come on, let's keep going. God damn it. Okay, come on. Okay, him doing this just tells me that the plan is working. Come on, we gotta close the distance, let's go. Come on. Oh god, come on. Come on. Oh god, come on. Okay. I think that works. Let's go. Woo. Unfortunately, I don't have anything else to hit him with right now. Man, I can try and dodge, but... Okay, let's keep going, we're doing well. God damn it, I dodged, I swore I dodged. Very close. Let's go. Man, I thought I was hitting him this time. All the time he's hitting me. There we go. Come on, let's go. Big stuff, come on, let's go, let's go, let's go. Come on. Nope, they're hitting us with the goddamn rapture. Come on, dude, this guy should be dead. Okay, I think they work, let's go, let's go. Okay.
No. My will is inviolable. Something is wrong.
You're afraid. You always have been. From the moment the Blight exposed what you were, weak, you conceived us to prove otherwise. But the results shook you to the core. For in us you saw yourself, and realized we had the potential to be more than you could ever be, and so you turned your back on your creation. Your back on the world, like the coward you are.
You think you know me? You know nothing, Logos. Nothing.
Okie dokie. Alright.
Bathed in light, I stand above you, my rebirth complete. And you, for your defiance, shall pay the proper price. An eternity of anguish.
Ultimalius.
Anguish. Pain. Suffering. You have known none of these. But we have. So we know what they grant. They bring us together. And that makes us strong.
Thunder roar!
Holy moly. Oh, Christ. Okay. Man, that's like so not fair. Oh my word, okay, now he's using all the friggin' Titan's powers against us. Here we go. Let's go. Let's show him a world of pain. Oh, sweet. Look, we counter with our own. That's great.
Nowhere, Clive!
Is that Gap? What the hell? Here we go. Come on, we can win this clash as well.
my turn!
Give him hell, Clive!
Oh yeah. Thank you, mid.
You cannot have this power. It is not yours to
Well, we kind of do, buddy.
darkness spreads.
Is this kind of like Odin's? Oh. Boreal Rhapsody. Okay. Oh god damn it, why does he keep getting out of the way?
Kneel before me.
When I'm about to hit him with something that can actually do some damage. Come on. Where is he? Hit him. There we go. Let's go. Close the distance. Okay, you know how it goes? Okay, we're at the halfway mark, that's good. Alright, he's gonna use some Bahamut. Son, we've been using Bahamut for way longer than you have. Here we go, come on.
Ice, I'm feeling.
Shiva!
Oh, some nice Shiva dodging. Honestly, son, I'm gonna use the ability of my bow. It's not happening.
Darkness, unending.
Okay, here we go. Gonna do some Odin nonsense on us.
Odin.
Onward, my son. No, mine is the altar at which you pray. Mine are the eyes that look down upon you all.
Limit break. Oh man, okay.
Still you cannot see. You are no better than us. We are one and the same.
We are not the same. No man like snares like me. Not
Too ready.
witness my creation.
Holy. We haven't seen holy like in this game so far, have we?
My will be done.
GEEs. Oh, wrong one. Flames of creation. Oh man, he's gonna hit us with flare, huh? A lot of these are iconic Final Fantasy spells or attacks. Like high level stuff. Ow. Ashes to ashes? Oh, come on. Let's try this actually. Here we go. Come on, let's just do what we can. Chunk away at that life. Come on. We have fought stronger things than this guy. Oh no, man, you are not using Phoenix power against me.
With me, Phoenix.
You are not using Phoenix power against me, my friend.
So sure of your place atop the world, you refuse to acknowledge those below. You chose to remain alone. And so you shunned the one thing that could have made you stronger. Pushed away the hands that could have raised you higher.
I do not need you, you or anyone.
And that is where we are different. I could not have made it here on my own. I carry with me the hopes and dreams of my brothers, my sisters. And it is they who will give me the strength to end your reign.
I cannot end. I am the end.
Okay, come on, let's hit him with Flames of Rebirth. There's gonna be something poetic about this. Oh, come on. Come on, this has to work. There we go. Alright, come on, we're ending this now. Right now, let's go, baby, let's go. Hit him with a Bahamut, just hit him with everything, come on.
The world you seek is but a fantasy!
The only fantasy here is yours. And we shall be its final witness.
There it is.
I said... it's over!
Ultimus slain. Oh god, that felt good.
Tell me, what do you imagine will befall this world now that you have gained your precious freedom?
I honestly don't know. But I doubt it will be pretty. A sorry tale of sin and suffering, hardship and pain.
And it was for this that you fought so fiercely? Why?
It's who we are. We fight. We survive. We endure. We don't need a reason. We are imperfect creatures. When we stumble, we reach for a shoulder to lean on. When we fall, we stand back up. We see the horizon, ever out of reach, and still we march on. Certain the answers lie just beyond it. Because that is our way.
My congratulations. Relish this victory, knowing that you have but delayed the inevitable. Your world is already dead. May you enjoy an eternity on its blackened husk.
So we absorb Ultimalius. Hang on. Does it say anything? The Ultimates share a single consciousness and are able to combine their already immense powers into a singular transcendental form. Origin. We know about that. And Clive. Yeah, we know all this here. Okay, let's carry on. Oh, this is when Joshua first imparts Clive with the gift of the Phoenix.
It seems Ultima's power was too great for this vessel all along. But while I have it, perhaps I can use it to set things right. And see Ultima's legacy. Bearers, dominance, crystals, magic, consigned to the flames. Even if it means the end of me. These are our terms.
Okay, we have the credits. actually survive that? Oh no.
Can you see it, Jill?
Aren't you the most beautiful thing?
He is, isn't he? What are you going to call him?
Let me see, let me see. Ah, read little one. Got a smile for your Uncle Gav.
Not so loud, you burp.
What? I was only...
You're scaring him.
It's all right.
Oh.
A sky of scattered tears, 1,000 years apart. Should they fade, I will not be afraid of the dark. For your
If you need a rest, I can take him.
I'll hold you to that.
deep within my heart, showing
The world's yours now. Yours to do with as you please. That's what Sid wanted. That's what they both wanted. And thus did our journey end.
A farewell to fate. Oh man, guys. What a game. Like, what an absolute... Wow. I mean, just wow. This game. I mean, if this is the direction Final Fantasies are going in now, then, man. Oh, the words aren't there yet, I'm still gushing. I mean, from the characters, the story, the world, the tone, like it just had it all. And the ending as well, just so brilliant. I can tell that, without doubt, as with all game devs, like they've borrowed heavily from anime and other forms of entertainment, like Game of Thrones in a big way, and like lots of other popular series as well. But I think it's just cool. They use it in such a good way. They put it in the game in such a loving and fun way. Like, this is a labor of love, for sure. It's not the most... It's a really somber and morose one. But, yeah, I mean, wow. In terms of the gameplay, like, for sure, they have come a long way from the turn-based combat system for which the series is known. But, I mean, that makes sense. Like, this is a modern game. You can't have characters waiting around for their opponent to take the turn. While you have other genres of RPG, namely the Dark Souls series, the Souls series, that firstly have a more action-orientated type of gameplay, but secondly, have you monitoring, have you watching enemies' attacks and movements, and parrying and evading, and getting to master the mechanics of combat. And you can tell that this game really borrowed a lot from that. And I think it worked out. I think it was great. It was not as difficult as a Souls game, for sure. And as the game progressed, as you engaged in side quests and everything, then new abilities, new potion upgrades, new things of making the gameplay easier just open up. And it worked. I mean, on the topic of side quests, heavily, very, very much so. This game is a character-based game. Like, you see it. You categorically see it. And I thought it was brilliant how the game encourages you to do these side quests, to kind of see where a lot of these characters are going to end up, where their stories are going to finish, and where they're going to go from here. And they take, like, lots of twists and turns along the way. And I thought that was awesome. I think in a lot of games, a lot of the quests are, for want of a better word, either nonsense or small-scale fetch quests, kill quests, run this errand quests, and they have no wider context in terms of usually the game that you're playing. But this one here, they stack. My word, they stack. I think the Blacksmith Blues ones is point in case. Throughout the whole thing, you're encouraged to help Blackthorn, the blacksmith. And the more you do, the better swords you unlock. You first get the Excalibur, then you get the Ragnarok, and then if you listen to what he's saying and you see that he's become the kind of blacksmith that he idealizes himself as wanting to become at the end, then you get the friggin' Gotterdammerung, which is, awesome. No Ultima weapon in this game, curiously. Which is probably a break from Final Fantasy tradition. But I suppose if the head honcho, the big bad, is called Ultima, then it might be a bit confusing to have the best sword in the game called the Ultima weapon. Though I have heard that I believe in the New Game Plus there might possibly be an Ultima weapon, which is stronger than the Gotterdammerung. But, that's New Game Plus, not main game normal, so that doesn't count. Now, while I think the story and the action and the gameplay and the side quests and all that, they were great, I mean, if I had to be really, really critical with it, I would say that at times it does feel like it's padding some things out a bit. Like, there are some scenes that just seem to drag at times. And you just think, if this were another game, it might have just been a little bit tighter. It might have made what is a half-an-hour quest maybe a 15-minute one, and it would have still been good. It would have still been as powerful. It would have still hit as hard. So in that regard, maybe not the best of things. And certainly towards the end, you might have noticed, as soon as we finished the events in Waloed, and as soon as Ultima takes his big crystal into the sky, to the origin. From that point onwards, basically everything else opened up. And I think maybe the game could have done a better job of pacing those out a little bit more. Because when you're on a roll like that, then when you're thinking, okay, I don't mind wrapping up maybe the last 1 or 2, or even 3 side quests, maybe taking on the optional boss and then going for the end boss, it kind of kills momentum a bit when you want to do everything. You want to do as much as you can. You want to get your fill of it. But then 10 side quests have opened, of which a few of them are going to be required to open yet further ones. And it kind of just cuts into the momentum a little bit. But I mean, I can't complain. As my guy John says, like, what, are you complaining about getting more content? So I'm certainly not. So when I think about the tone of this game, it was a dark game. Like, visually, tonally, everything about it is dark and somber and bleak. And you are not allowed to forget that as the game progresses at all. And there are moments of levity and frivolity and lightheartedness, but yeah, I think one of the things that makes it kind of difficult to play, difficult from a psychological perspective, is that, you know, with some games you can just jump into and have a run around, do a couple of missions, that be done with it. But in this one, you have to be in the right state of mind, for sure, because of the themes that it's discussing. But once again, that's certainly not the worst of all things. Guys, if you like this kind of stuff here, then please consider hitting that like button, as it does a big help. It's a great help in getting this video pushed up the old YouTube chart. And if you like this kind of stuff and you'd like to see more of it, and you haven't done so already, then please consider subscribing, as it is a big help to the channel. And I'm always trying to get the old subscriber numbers up.
Every time.
Will you light it?
Yes, Mother.
This has been Final Fantasy XVI. Thank you very much, and I'll see you guys next time.
Come on. If only I had the flames of an Eikon.
Eikon? Have you been reading that silly story again? Magic belongs in fairy tales, and fairy tales don't boil kettles. You see? Well done. Now, be a good lad, and play with your brother until supper.
Come on, hurry! Hurry! All right. Right, let's play the saint in the secretary. No, I don't want to be Madu. What do you want to play then? What of
Final Fantasy by Joshua Rosfield.
Again? Oh, right. And I get to be Ifrit. Right, I'm the older brother. Because Bahamut says so.